Got a little fish. He's not huge. He's probably about 7 inches, if I had to guess, almost 8 inches. But I think that's going to be big enough for me to keep for breakfast. So that's one down, and I'm just going to put this guy out of his misery, and then we'll see if we can catch some more for breakfast. How exciting is that? Well, I think it might be time to head back to camp. Let's go get our fish. Well guys, I'm back in the tent now. I got literally everything taken off. I got my socks, my jacket, literally my 2 shirts. So I'm not wearing any t-shirts or anything right now. But my phone is pretty well charged. I had the phone charging, but as you can see, there's no service. So I'm going to turn my phone off just because it's no good to me anyways. And I'll turn it back on tomorrow when it comes time for me to have to leave. Yeah, so one of these batteries are charged and one is not. The green light is charged and the red light means it's not. So that means the top one is finished and the bottom one is not. And I don't know how much memory is left on the power bank. 17%. Yeah, so that's actually not bad because I charged my phone, I charged 2 of these batteries, and I also charged my GoPro, but I only came out with the power bank, only had 55% when I came out here. So it is actually doing what I had hoped. It is living up. I hope that it would be able to charge everything just enough for me to be able to go on these like 3-day trips and stuff. And it will. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully it'll last for the rest of this trip. But like I said, it was only at 55%. So once that was charged, once it's charged on 100%, then there'll be no problem to do a 3, maybe even a 4-day trip. But spilling the rain out there now, I don't know if you can hear it. Maybe I'll turn on the other camera, you can hear it then. But I'm just going to hang out here for a little while. I got the fish outside on a Ziploc bag, and we'll have that for lunch. It's 10:13 in the morning, so I still haven't had anything to eat or drink other than water. I've been drinking water all morning, but yeah, so when it sounds like the rain slacks off a little bit, we'll go out and we'll fry up our fish, and we'll fry up our I got some turkey bacon, and we'll have a coffee and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'll see you then. It's donut time. Well guys, I'm just up here cutting some wood, but take a look at the view. Looks like it's clearing up pretty good, but it is still calm for more rain at some point. So I'm cutting some wood to burn so we can eat finally. But I'm also setting the tarp up down there, which is going to require me to have a post or a pole. So, but I just wanted to show you guys the view from up here. Isn't it beautiful? All the valley. And camp is pretty well right there, behind that big tree. All right, here's our little shelter. It's pretty flimsy, you know, nothing special, but you come in and yeah, here's what it's like on the other side. You can see it looking out towards camp. There's the tent over there, and that's what it's like to sit down here. So most of it's shaded, and you can see the wind is rocking it, so it's pretty flimsy, but it is standing up, so that's the main thing. I actually had to cut out a bush. There's a bush right here, so I cut out that one little bush just to have this little area. So at least now if it rains, we won't be stuck with being able to cook. We can stay dry. Even if some of it does fall down, it's not really a big deal. As long as I can stay dry, sorry, then it's all good. So this is what you would get when a non-bushcrafter, someone who doesn't know how to bushcraft, needs a shelter for a potential rainfall, which may or may not happen this evening or tomorrow morning. So this might not be a great looking, might not be a very good looking shelter, but it'll keep the rain off, and there's enough room in there for me to sit down with my little firebox stove, and we can eat nice and dry. Well guys, initially the plan was that I would build the shelter and then actually use the shelter, go in there, cook up dinner, cook up supper, and all that good stuff. But I think I'm going to change the plan a little bit, because I'm glad we got the shelter put up, because I think it is supposed to rain tomorrow, so we can use it for breakfast if push comes to shove. But it's already 3:30 and I still haven't had anything to eat or drink. So I think what we're going to do instead, where this is our last evening here and it's such a beautiful day, I'm thinking we're going to take all this wood over to where we were last night, and we're going to have a big campfire, and we're just going to have a feast. We'll probably eat everything that's in the lunch bag, except maybe we'll keep something for tomorrow morning. So why not? Let's just feast out. You know, we're out here. You know, we don't really have any cares. You know, it's okay to pig out a little bit when you're in the wilderness. You know, I'm pretty tired, and I know it's because I haven't eaten. I'm probably low on energy and stuff like that. So we're going to go over and we're going to do the whole 9 yards. We're going to have breakfast, probably dinner and supper all in one. We're going to have coffee. I'm thinking we're going to have some turkey bacon, some trout that we caught, and probably do the potatoes. I do have some beans and noodles as well, so I don't know if I want to go that far, but yeah, we're going to go over and we're going to feast out, and where it is 3:30, if I start it now, it'll probably take 2 hours to cook and eat, you know, plus filming and everything, so that'll bring us up to like 5, 6, maybe even 7 o'clock, which is excellent, because then we can do some evening fishing. And what a great way to end our trip. You know, I know it was fun to have a fire at night and whatnot, but we did that last night, and personally I'd rather fish, honestly, if I'm going to be honest, rather than sit down at the fire. And we had a really nice fire last night, and we're still going to have one now. It's just it'll be during the daylight. So let's go over, pig out, have a feast. Definitely have some coffee. We haven't got one single coffee montage in this video yet. I mean, that's what the whole channel is based on. So let's go check it out, and yeah, I'm really excited. Let's have a feast. Bringing over the last little bit of wood. over to our cooking station. What a beautiful evening. You can hear all the birds. The birds haven't stopped the whole time, which is a good thing. You can see I got my clothes out on the clothesline over there. See? Everything's hung out to dry. Now we just got this last little load of wood. So I just got to cut off all those sticks. But yeah, the clothesline's holding up. It was looking good. And I literally got everything brought over here now. So actually, you know what? I got to run back and get my camera bag. Oh boy. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you how I like to clean my trout. I'm sure a lot of you probably do it the same way, but what we do is I like to take out my trout. Now I already got the head cut off of them right now. But usually what I'll do is I will, hang on, let me put a rock here. So usually I'll just cut the head off them like you already see, and I usually do that right around, right past the gills. And then you'll just take your fillet knife and you'll just cut right up through his belly like that. So let's see if we can get in there. And you'll see there's a lot of gunk and everything, but that's normal, so don't be intimidated by that. So you can even take that out into the fire or just into the garbage. I'll probably put my waste into the garbage. Try not to tear up the meat. As you can see, we just keep going up through the middle of the belly. Right up. Just keep going. Right on up. And, well, I cut through it a little bit, but that's okay. So you just open them up. You just take all that gunk out of them. I'm just going to throw it into the fire. You can pretty well do it with your thumb or something. You can pull it off, cut it off, and then when you see this this black spot in the bottom here, you can just scrape that out either with your fingernail or with your knife. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's actually cleaned. Alright, I got it back in the bag there now, but as you can see, nice and clean right up through. And now we got the fish ready, we got the beans ready, and the turkey bacon's ready. So now we can go ahead and light the fire and start throwing everything on. I'm going to put some water in the pot and we're going to have our coffee. Not messing around today. I'm too hungry. But we had a good one yesterday. We got it going without anything. I haven't really got a whole lot of wood, so I might have to try to cook a lot of it right away if I can. I mean, it looks like a lot, but it's really not. Not when you're trying to cook, especially like depending on coals, and a lot of this stuff is small. We got the beans on and we got the water on for coffee, and as soon as both of them are finished, then we'll put on the trout, and then we might put on or the turkey bacon, or maybe we'll do the trout with the turkey bacon. But the wind is picking up, so I gotta let it die down a little bit. Alrighty, the beans and the coffee are both done now. The water is boiled. So I'm good for at least a couple cups of coffee, hopefully. And now it's only the turkey bacon and the trout left. So I still got a ton of wood left, so I might let it burn down a little bit first. But I'll go ahead and start making the coffee no matter what. I'm going to end up cooking them all anyways. Yeah. I'll just do 3 at a time. I still don't even have anything to eat with. I need some chopsticks or something. I got too much stuff going on at once. Let's grind the coffee first. The beans are ready to be eaten. Hot. I'm so excited. This is going to be the first time I've eaten in, since 8 o'clock yesterday or whatever it was. I might even throw the trout on right now too, actually. Now I'll do these 3, and then I'll throw the trout on, and then we'll cook the rest of the turkey bacon, plus the beans. Oh boy. Okay, I think it's time to take the turkey bacon off. Let's put them, I'll just put them right back onto the package. Hopefully it doesn't melt through. I don't think it would. Yeah. Oh, they look so good. All right, I'm going to fire on a little bit more wood and let it build up again. All right, let's try the turkey bacon. Oh. Mmm. 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 That is delicious. Mmm. 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 I'm going to put the trout on now as well. Oh yeah. Let's go right ahead and throw that right on, just like that. Ah. Time for me to start over with coffee. All right, we're just reboiling the water here for our second attempt for coffee. Oh yeah. Well, I still almost ruined it. But we got some coffee finally. Oh yeah. And it's a full mug too. Nice. Finally got our coffee, guys. Alright, we are finally going to try this trout. Oh man. I cannot wait to taste this delicious meat. You know what? There's a lot of meat on this. A lot more than I thought it would be. And I got the bones really burnt up too, so they'll fall right out. So really excited. Let me just see if I can take a piece. Oh yeah, look at that meat. Mmm. Oh. Mmm, that is delicious. Mmm. Wow. This is just amazing. This tastes delicious. Mmm. Mmm. Fish that we just caught this morning. And now we also got coffee. There's a lot of meat on this. Man, that is good. Can I descale it? Almost. And there you have it. There's still a couple small bones in there. But, man. Not a lick. Now I'm full. I gotta wash my hands. Now I can burn off this can. I got 5 pieces of bacon left. I wonder if I should make them. We'll make them. Rather than have to carry it home. Well, that's the last of the turkey bacon. Now we're going to burn in our can to burn it off to clean it. Just throw that in just like that. And now I'll fill the rest of the wood up because we're pretty well out of wood anyways. I'll even throw my pokers in there. And we'll probably enjoy our coffee here by the shore. And it's still only relatively early. It's 6:38, I believe it is, 6:39, which I said would probably be 6:30 or 7 by the time we're done, which it is, and then we're going to go fishing. And hopefully we'll catch some more trout. That trout we just finished was absolutely delicious. Well guys, the fire is burning down and it couldn't have happened at a better time. As you can see, the wood's all gone and I got just enough time to get one more cup of coffee. I already got the beans grounded, and it's perfect timing too because it's 7:30. If you can remember, I said we'd probably be here till 6 or 6:30, maybe even 7 cooking. Well, we had everything done by 6:30 or 7 eating, and I just fished for about a half hour, and so I'm going to get one more cup of coffee, and then we'll probably put the fire out, and then I'll just spend the rest of the evening fishing. And I'm probably going to go to bed early tonight. I didn't have a great sleep last night, but like I still had a good sleep, but it wasn't great. It was probably one of the worst outdoor sleeps I've ever had, but that's okay. It still wasn't a bad sleep. I still got some sleep, but you get what I'm saying. I'm just kind of tired, and but I'm so happy we had a feast. We had a ton, guys. I mean, I ended up eating all the turkey bacon, had all the beans, and that trout that we caught that was fresh, that was delicious. That trout was phenomenal. So hoping to catch some more again this evening. I'm thinking about maybe going back to try to fish by camp, but here where we are with the fire and stuff, this is actually where I caught the fish this morning, so maybe I'll spend most of my time here. But I did see fish breach down by camp. this morning when it was raining. So we'll see. Wow guys, it is just an absolute boss of an evening. So I might get a time lapse of the sun going around the mountain, but the water is just so calm, as you can see. So probably just going to get a time lapse of the sun going down around the mountain, and honestly we're probably just going to fish for the rest of the evening, and then we'll call it a night. I had such a good time on this adventure. I hope you guys are enjoying as well. I don't know if you can see, right there is the two massive loons, or at least one of them, that we seen this morning. They're really, really big. And actually in a previous video we actually stumbled upon a nest. Well guys, I just brought back a bunch of stuff back to home base and put it underneath our homemade shelter. Just everything, I'll put it away later on tonight, but everything's still looking good. The tent and the tarp is still good, and the crappy bushcraft shelter is still standing, so that's a good sign. And those two loons are like right there now, but I don't say you can see them on the video, but the flies right here are crazy. But yeah, so we're gonna go back over by the campsite, or the campfire area, and we're gonna keep fishing. But like I said, I just wanted to bring some stuff over so that it was done. So and such a beautiful evening too. So you can see right there is where our camp area is. So it's such a beautiful evening. So we're just gonna hang out over here until it's dark. Not pitch black because I don't have a headlamp, but pretty well pitch black. You know, it's not like I gotta walk a kilometer or anything. So alrighty, let's get back to the fishing. Well guys, I'm literally all fished out. I about to put the big camera away now. Honestly, it's just too dark for that anyways. But I'm going to put everything that, anything that I would normally keep inside the tent with me overnight, I'm going to throw all that in there right away. And then I'm going to come out and enjoy the darkness and hopefully, or enjoy the night, I mean. And hopefully I'll be able to see some stars. I think, you know, there's a little bit of overcast, but I mean, ultimately it's pretty good. So, I've already got farts from the beans, so the bean farts are already kicked in, so that'll keep me safe from any crazy, outrageous wildlife. They won't be able to handle the stink. No, so yeah, so I probably won't film any more outside just because it's so dark now. And honestly, I likes to take some time to myself as well to enjoy what I'm at here. And yeah, then I'll see you guys in the tent before bed, and we'll wake up tomorrow morning. We're definitely going to be doing fishing tomorrow morning. It was supposed to rain tomorrow, but by the looks of the sky, I just don't see that happening. So so yeah, I'm very excited for that. And yeah, let's put everything in, and then I'll see you in the tent. It's 10:15 and it's still not completely dark. You gotta love the summer. All right, there it is, all underneath the shelter. Now I'm going to climb into the tent, but I'm not going to film going into the tent because the flies are attracted to the light and I don't want them to follow me in there. So I'll see you guys inside the tent. Well guys, we are tucked away now, comfy cozy in our sleeping bag, and we're in the tent. And I have to admit, it got really cold out there. Like as clear as it is, and as clear as the sky was, where we could see all the stars, it was it really cooled off. Like, it's not even really that windy, but it's just cold. It's definitely colder than what it was last night, but it doesn't matter because we're tucked away in our super warm sleeping bag. But I got it done right up to the point where I actually got like the Velcro. You see the zipper goes up so far and then you can Velcro it. So I actually got it done right up and Velcroed. And there's a little pocket here that's insulated, so that's where I puts the GoPro and stuff and all that good stuff. So the tent is after 2 nights of sleeping in the tent, it's pretty messy. So got some arranging to do tomorrow to put everything away and all that good stuff. But the beans have kicked in. I'm having some stinky farts already. So hopefully it doesn't go any further than farts because it's so cold out there. I don't want to have to go out and use the washroom tonight. I will freeze to death. But anyways guys, we're gonna go on and go to sleep now. I'm actually pretty tired, but I got a feeling I'm going to sleep better tonight than what I normally do. So yeah, so good night and God bless, and I hope you guys are enjoying the adventure so far, and I'll see you guys in the morning. So good night and take care. Ooh, good morning. Oh, wow, we really slept in today. It's 9:15. I haven't actually gotten up out of the tent yet, but it looks really bright out there, so I'm thinking that it's probably relatively sunny, I'd say. It seems to be a little bit windy. You can see the shadows of the trees moving a little bit as well. The wind really picked up last night while I was asleep, but doesn't seem that too bad there now. Before we do anything though, I gotta charge up one of my batteries again. And yeah, so I'm thinking we're probably gonna just fish until dinner time, and then dinner time we'll make ourselves a cup of coffee, maybe have a snack. I'm not sure. I might not have anything to eat. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll definitely have some coffee and all that good stuff. But before anything, we got to, like I just said, we got to charge up everything. The tent is starting to get really hot. The moment it becomes daylight, then it gets pretty hot almost. Pretty well almost right away. like unbearably hot, not just hot. Like it gets so hot that it's like unbearable. So all right, I'm gonna put some stuff on charge and then we'll head out, see what it's like. All right, I got the battery uncharged there now, and so let's head outside to see what it's like. Oh wow, everything is soaked, extremely wet. Got my shoes. Oh, socks are falling off. I'm gonna move that charger and stuff down so that I can just look in through the tent and see it. There we go, still charging. Yep. All right, let's go. Oh. Oh man, it's never easy getting out. Let's zip up the old tent. Alrighty. Now, moment of truth. Everything is wet. This is soaked. Oh. Wow. It's a beautiful day, but it is cool. It's a lot colder than yesterday. Oh look. Our little homemade shelter seemed to have survived. I think pretty sure you can see the dampness on the tent. Oh, that is just wet. Wow. Like I said, it's a beautiful day. You can feel the heat in the sun as well, so I'm guessing that it's going to be a really nice day. But it just hasn't warmed up yet. So we're going to get some fishing, do as much fishing as we can until dinner time. Then we'll have a cup of coffee. I'll probably do the coffee on the fire back stove underneath the shelter, because we haven't actually used the shelter. And this is our last day, so we're going to end up having to pack everything up and everything. So that's exciting. So let's go ahead and get fishing. You know what, guys? I was getting ready to go over and to go fishing, but the outside of this tarp is really dry now because of the sun, but the inside is really wet. So I think I'm just going to take this off now, flip it over, maybe lay it on some trees or something, let it dry out, and then when the outside of the actual tent shell gets dried off, then I'll take that off and let the actual tent air out. So I think I'm going to take the tarp off. Now we'll let that dry. Well guys, we just caught another one. It's about the same size as yesterday, about 7 inches or so if I had to guess. So he's still not huge, but he's, you know, he's not a terrible size. So we'll have him for dinner, or maybe I'll just bring him home. I'm not 100% sure yet, but either way, I'm going to put him out of his misery right now, and then we're going to keep fishing. So hopefully we'll catch more. Well guys, I've been fishing here right up until well, it's 11:30. It's not quite 12 o'clock, but it's 11:40 actually, 22:12. So I'm thinking that maybe we'll go back and maybe get a coffee going, and I'll probably take the outer shell off the tent and maybe start packing some things away. Now we're going to be here for most of the day, but I'm thinking maybe as we head out, maybe we'll stop into different checkpoints along the pond and maybe fish in different locations. Plus it'll be a little bit different scenery as well, and maybe we can turn this into like a maybe day 3 can be a full video as well. So yeah, let's go and have a coffee, and then we'll start putting stuff away, but then we'll slowly fish our way back home. The black flies are relentless today. The type of flies that, and they're really big, like if they bite you, like you're probably going to need stitches. But it was actually a lot later than I had anticipated. I just couldn't stop fishing. We ended up catching the second fish and whatnot. I was thought about cooking it out here, but I think I'm going to bring it home instead, because today is the last day. But I think the tarp is dry now, so we'll put that away, and I'll take the shell off of the tent, and we'll let that dry out a little bit. And for any fishing enthusiasts who are actually wondering, like, what was I fishing with, I'll show you. Let me show you guys. What I was using was simply a spinner and a hook, as you can see, and I would put a worm on it as well. But that's all I use, just the old typical old spinner and a hook with a worm on it, and that's what I was using to fish, and that's what I caught the fish with. So this whole family of kayakers just came by. I don't know if you can see them in the distance or not, but there's a whole bunch of them. They just came by with their kayaks. They were like taking pictures of the camp here. It's hilarious. But anyways, there was a whole bunch of kayakers that just come by. Very friendly people, very nice. Well guys, I was hoping to have a little lunch and maybe a coffee here, but it's pretty well 2 o'clock and it's going to take me probably about an hour and a half to walk out. And I'm gonna have a ride coming, so I might see what time it is when we get halfways, then maybe we'll do it halfways. Maybe we'll have like a little fire, but for now I gotta start taking this stuff out just because it's gonna take me a few trips, and I got carried away fishing, so we still might do it, but I'm gonna wait until we're halfways at least. So we'll have to see how long it takes to get there. Well guys, we got everything packed up and we're ready to go now, so we'll see you halfways. Oh man. Finally made it back with the rest of our gear. Oh, it is so heavy. Oh. Whew. Well, we're about 40 minutes into our hike, and I would say we're getting close to being back into cell phone service. So I'll have a look there in a second. What a beautiful day, but man, I am sweating. Look, we got a whole field of these beautiful little flowers. It's like a whole field of them. It's crazy. Well guys, we have reached the end of our trip. I'm pretty well back to the parking lot now. My ride is there, and yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this adventure. I really enjoyed taking you guys along. This is the first big adventure that we've ever went on. We spent 3 days and 2 nights out in the wilderness. I'm sorry I didn't shoot more footage today, but I ended up getting carried away fishing and I'm ran out of time. But I think all in all, it's still an excellent video. Excellent footage. We were in the rain, we got some fish, we got some wildlife, all that good stuff. So yeah, so thank you very much for watching this adventure, and I really appreciate you guys coming along, and I love bringing you guys with me. And remember, get outside as much as you can, but be safe about it, be smart about it, and until the next adventure, take care.